Medable is transforming healthcare by unlocking new research insights and optimizing patient outcomes through mobile and analytics. We founded Medable to enable research to happen from mobile phones, things like the air quality, the UV index, how far we're walking. Without leveraging mobile, this type of information is never collected in a research study. By using Medable, researchers can capture this really important information about patients and participants. Now we're doing that on clinical care, so doctors can take care of patients by leveraging mobile. I'm Michelle Longmire, physician and co-founder of Medable. The inspiration for Medable came from my experience caring for patients with autoimmune disease at Stanford. In researching disease, I understood how hard it was for people to participate in clinical trials, visit after visit, form after form. And as a researcher, the information I was collecting was really limited to the face-to-face visits. So I wanted to use mobile to improve clinical research, to enable participation for patients from anywhere at any time, and to enable us to capture better data so that we could really understand how the context of our lives influences health and disease. Things like where we live, what's the UV index, what's the air quality. My vision for healthcare is not unsimilar to doctors and researchers all over the world. There are 200,000 clinical trials and less than 1% leverage mobile. And for physicians, over the 900 million clinical visits a year, fewer than 1% engage patients with mobile. Why is this? The reality is that leveraging mobile in healthcare is really challenging. It's expensive. It takes a lot of time to develop mobile applications. In addition, it introduces important security risks. And finally, if we're collecting data from patients' mobile phones, don't we need to return it to the ultimate source of record, the patient's medical record? So Medable is solving this. We're bringing mobile to healthcare. We're making it affordable. We've removed all development time. We bring world-class security, and importantly, we bring the data back to the medical record. Let me give you an example. Duke is an innovative healthcare institution. Researchers there wanted to study autism with a mobile app. Before Medable, they did this. It took them a year to develop their application and $500,000. That application did improve the understanding of autism. It broadened the research population, and it moved the door from enrollment from the clinic to the app store. However, it was an anonymous study because it couldn't even collect rich patient data that would require identification. Now, using Medable, Duke has 10 studies, a 90% cost reduction. They're able to collect rich, identifiable patient data so they can really derive a stronger understanding of health and disease. And the data from those studies goes back to the medical record. Here's how we do it. We remove the developer altogether. We enable researchers with our product Axon to deploy an app into the hands of participants in the same day. Now we're doing the same thing on clinical care, enabling doctors to create disease management apps at the point of care, sending patients home with solutions that guide them to recovery. Our final product, Cortex, brings all of this data back to the researchers and providers in real time. Who are our competitors? It's primarily large incumbents who customize and make very expensive solutions. Frankly, we smoke all of the competitors, and right now we have a first mover advantage, which is very strong. This is evidenced by some of our partners. We are honored and privileged to be the partner for Apple CareKit, is the back end to store the precious health information that we will be collecting from iOS devices. We also are now being leveraged by leading medical research centers, biotech companies, and pharmaceutical companies across the world. As a result, our company is growing quite fast. We anticipate doing $3 million at least in sales in 2017, and we've experienced a 300% growth over the first quarter of this year. So, I think the thing I love the most about being the CEO of Medable and what we're working on is, as a physician, I get to help physicians and researchers do what they do best and to do it better with new technology. That is to care for patients and advance our understanding of human health and disease. If you want to be a part of our transformation of healthcare, please come find me in the reception. I'd be happy to talk with any investors or any researchers, physicians, or biotech companies who are interested in leveraging our platform. Thank you.